I want to show you how you can do dowel joinery with a simple pocket hole jig like this. So let's say this is your table leg and here's your apron. You need to join these two like this, and typically this will be done with mortise and tenon, or you could use a festool domino. There's even those metal brackets that kind of go in the corner and you drive a bolt in like this. I think those are really cheap and ugly, so I definitely didn't want to do that. So I came up with this technique when I was building a kitchen table for my family, because I've never done mortise and tenons. I didn't want to try to learn on something we're going to use every day. And I also don't own a festool domino. So let me show you what I did with this pocket hole jig. First things first, clamp your table leg down to your bench. This is the top of the leg here. Then don't forget, your apron needs to be offset a little bit so you have the right amount of reveal. So for me, I'm just using a 1/2 inch piece of plywood scrap. Then you're going to get this lined up, and then you're going to clamp these two together. Get them lined up exactly how you want them, because we're going to drill through both at the same time. So now's the time that you want to get them aligned exactly perfectly. Next, you want to take all the guides off the jig. We're not going to need those. They're just going to be in the way. Next thing you want is you're going to need a longer 3/8 inch drill bit. You can pick these up at any big box store. So it's the same diameter as the one that came with your Kreg jig. Next, we need the stop collar. So remove that from your regular bit. Okay, let me zoom in here. What you want to do is you want to align this so your drill bit is going to go through both at the same time, and you want to set it so it goes at a proper depth. So for the offset for the jig itself, I found that 1.5 inches is about perfect, because that sends the bit right about through the center of the end of the apron. And let's drive it in maybe about that deep. So then put your stop collar down on your bit and tighten it up. Next, you want to attach this securely to the apron. If you can find a way to clamp it, that's great. If not, just a couple of pocket hole screws with a washer work really well to just screw right through the top. Next step is just to start drilling. You can use the same setting on the drill bit, the stop collar, and if you mark your dowel length right there, then it'll make your dowels come out just about perfect. Next, you want to sand down your dowels. You don't really want them super tight. You just want them snug once you get them into the holes. All right, moment of truth. You'll feel it bottom out when you know it's in there. All right, let those sit up for a while and we'll come back when it's dry. All right, let's see how we did. That is pretty secure. All right, now we just gotta cut these with the flush trim saw and do a little sanding, and this joint is done. There it is. All right, so just a few final thoughts before we close out this video. First of all, although I came upon this idea on my own, I'm not the only person who's done this. I did some Googling around and I found a dude named Nesley Heiney. He's got a video kind of demoing the same thing as kind of a proof of concept. So I'm going to link his video down in the description. Make sure you go check him out. Secondly, I did not put glue inside the joint like on the table leg and on the face of the apron. On this one I did not. When I built my table, I did. I unclamped them, put glue in there, and then clamped them back up, and then drove the dowels in. So remember, the hard part of the alignment is already done. So once you have it drilled, you can take them apart and do what you need to do, and then you can put them back together because the dowels are going to realign them as soon as you put them back in. Also on my table, I did 3 dowels instead of just 2. It's a big table, you know, it's like 6 foot by almost 4 foot. So I went ahead and did 3 dowels for each joint. Last thing, I'm going to link to the table build that I did for our kitchen table, and it also kind of walks you through how to do this, but you can see in that video where I used 3 instead of 2. So I'm going to link that below as well. So don't forget to like, subscribe, give me some comments. Tell me if you think this is a good idea, if you think it's terrible, just let me know. So check out my table video, check out Nesley's video, and you guys have a great day.